Hello and welcome to the channel. If you like the channel, then please do subscribe. If you happen to really like the video, please do spread in your friends and family. Right now, for just 2 minutes, I'm just going to talk about tennis. When I was growing up, I saw Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi. An absolute kid, I saw Boris Becker, Evan Lendl, and the list goes on from Pete Sampras to Agassi's and Mark Philpos's, Leighton Hewitt, and the list goes on. Been really fortunate enough to have seen those big three of the tennis, the exceptional game of tennis. That is Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and Rafa Nadal. I mean, these three have mesmerized the crowd over the last 15 plus years. Roger has finally hung his boot about a year and a half back, and what an amazing player he has been. What an amazing ambassador of the game. Novak and Rafa Nadal, all of them. But now, after a drought of about 10 years, they say the new generation pops in every 5 years in the game of tennis. However, this is very odd in that after say 10 12 years, the likes of Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are already making their marks. Uh, Alcaraz has won Wimbledon for the second year in a trot. Last year he beat Novak Djokovic in a five-setter, but this time around he just took three straight sets, and Novak was literally stunned by his performance. When Novak was asked what was lacking in his game, I mean against Alcaraz, he said that this boy is special and he's going to make he's already got four Grand Slam victories, titles, and he has very bright future ahead of him. Alcaraz, on the other hand, he's a Spaniard, and he's only 21 years of age, and he became world number one when he was 19 years, 5 months and 6 days old. At the moment, Jannik Sinner is the only Italian. I'm talking about the other gun. Like we used to have the rivalries back in the days, Agassi and Sampras. So these two now, Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Now these two are rubbing shoulders. One is top ranked player of the world right now. That is Jannik Sinner, though he lost at the Wimbledon semi-final to Novak Djokovic. And honestly speaking, he's the first Italian to have become the world number one. It's a big achievement. And I've seen Jannik Sinner. He has the goal of both the players. He has the stretch and flexibility of Novak and resilience of Rafa Nadal, as well as at times that forehand of Roger Federer. So this was what I had to explain to you guys about tennis, and I'll try and make one video every week on tennis because honestly I played you know when I was a rookie, when I was very young, had hardly entered my team. So I have played tennis in Lahore as well as in Faisalabad and Islamabad and all. Tried my hand in a couple of tournaments. But back in those days, they used to issue world ranking, tennis ranking on every Monday, the ATP and WTA. And in my days, Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, Maggie Pierce, and the ladies, these were the ones, Sharapovas and Anna Kournikovas. And the guys were like fast, they really fast. Remember in those days, they didn't have high-tech rackets, but the Mark Philposas used to serve at 140 plus miles, and now which was a thunderbolt. Pete Sampras would strike aces, Goran Ivanisevic, and I'll continue taking those names. So if any one of you has a bit of an interest in tennis, so I'll try and gather some information from the past as well as at present, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the surfaces, how does the surface play a role in tennis. In our part of the world, particularly in Pakistan, it is not a very well followed game, but we've had our champions. I mean, we have Asamul Haq. Then back in Jamkhana they used to play. Those were two brothers. Assam also used to play there. Nasir Shirazi and Nasir Shirazi used to be another player. He was a very good baseline player. Assam was a good serve and volley player. I mean, there is a lot that I can discuss, and though it's not a very famous sport in my part of the world, but I would still want to talk about it. If anyone of you is interested, please do let me know in the comments so that we can continue talking about tennis at least every Sunday or a Monday. Thank you so much for your time.